Lord Jeffery Inn in Amherst mixes farm, fresh, local ingredients and casual elegance. And today, Dino Giordano, he's the executive chef at 30Boltwood, and he's going to show us just one of the delicious dishes that's available. Happy spring.
Happy spring to you.
What's it like to be able to sit out? Because if you haven't been down there, it's right in downtown Amherst.
Yep.
You sit in some of the outside dining and you look out over the farmers markets.
Yeah, we're right on the common. It's a beautiful thing, especially for me. I'm a city kid and from New York. I came here. Farms at your disposal, all these amazing people wanting to help you and assist you getting to where you want to be. It's amazing. And
there's such good food in Western Mass, and you use that food to create some really special dishes.
Correct. What we have here today is we have a roasted lamb loin.
Okay.
We're doing that with a little fava beans, grilled spring onions, a little smoked onion puree, and then we've got a rosemary olive oil pine nut gremolata. So super simple, really fresh flavors.
Take me through this gremolata. A, what is it? And B, how can I make it myself?
Really easy. You just take real classic gremolata would be lime zest, orange zest, lemon zest. You mix that with olive oil, parsley, a little bit of lemon juice, and you've got yourself a gremolata. We've taken a step further here and roasted some pine nuts, give them a quick rough chop, added some olive oil, which we've infused with rosemary, and then added those lime and lemon zests, a little salt and pepper, and some lemon juice.
So we start with a piece of meat, though.
Yeah.
And it's a piece of lamb, and you were saying that's like almost a tenderloin.
Yeah, so this sits right on top of the tenderloin. It's right on the back of the animal. Sits along the spine towards the butt end of the animal. It's a really lean piece of meat itself. A nice fat cap on the top. So you render that fat slowly into the pan. You get a lot of beautiful lamb flavor out of it.
Oh, you can smell that fat cooking. It smells tremendous.
It's the best part.
Now, if people are foodies, if they really like their food, and if they're visiting for the day, or if they live in Western Mass, you can take them out to the farmers markets and have a really unique and educational experience with them.
Yeah, that's part of our farmers market package. People can book to stay in one of our beautiful rooms, and that package includes a trip to the farmers market with myself. We go, we pick food, we look at food, we talk about food. So we buy some ingredients at the market, we bring it back to the inn, and then I cook them a 4 or 5 course meal depending on what we bought at the market.
Based on their ingredients. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Say you're a big fan of asparagus. There's a lot of asparagus around
Exactly.
here. You can throw a ton of asparagus in all the food.
Yeah, and a lot of times, some of the people haven't seen a lot of the ingredients we've got at the market.
Yeah.
So like, what's that? What's this? So we get to talking about food, and before you know it, we develop a little bit of a friendship and we have fun. They eat, I cook, and it works out perfectly.
And you can see the market too. I don't. If you haven't been there, you should head on down. But you sit there and you look out over Amherst Commons.
Correct.
And the market's right there, and you have the outdoor dining with the fire pit and these big comfy couches outside, so when the weather heats up, it's a great place to go.
That's right. It's amazing.
So what's the next step? We have the lamb cooking, and it's being infused with garlic and thyme?
Yeah, so I'm going to add a little bit of butter, and I'm going to baste it. What I've got here are the lima beans, and I'm going to add some of my smoked onion puree to that.
Okay.
And we're just going to let those hang out together. And then I've simply got some
green onions?
Some green onions, spring Vidalia onions that just started to pop out of the earth.
Yep.
Salt and pepper, olive oil, and hit them on the grill so they char up. So they've got some smoky flavor going on in the onions and the spring onions, and then you've got the lemons here as well.
You know what's nice about this? It's not a lot of ingredients. You're letting the ingredients do the talking.
Yeah, that's what we try to do. We get such good ingredients here that we try not to mess around with them. We want those flavors to shine. So there's not a whole lot we're doing to those ingredients themselves. Really the produce and the proteins are the stars on this plate, and we try to just enhance them with butter, olive oil, things like that.
So the menu's changing, it's getting warmer out, and not far away is Mother's Day. And
Correct.
It's a great location for Mother's Day too.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got our Mother's Day brunch going on. So we have a initial starter buffet with shrimp cocktail. We've got our house charcuterie. We have smoked salmon, caprese salad, quinoa salad. So it's a nice starter. And then once you sit down with those, we'll take your order for your entrees and take care of you.
Now, Dino, what's a charcuterie? I have no idea what a charcuterie is.
Charcuterie is generally a French term used for describing cured meats or pâtés.
It's like a meat bar?
It's basically a meat bar, yeah.
You could say it. You could call it a meat bar too.
Yeah.
Anything. You can
So
call
dried
it a meat bar
salamis,
too.
we make our own pâtés in house. It's a great way to experience a lot of parts of the animal that you might not necessarily use, like shoulders.
So why are you taking this? This is really hot oil, and you're splashing it onto the meat. Why do you do that?
It's basting it. I would usually do this with butter, but today I'm just going to do it with this nice infused oil I've got going on here. What that does is allow it to cook slowly. So it'll crisp up the outside and allow that heat to penetrate slowly so that the center gets cooked to the very temperature you want.
Well, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but when you throw it on there, you can see it kind of searing the meat ever so slightly, searing all those flavors in. And when you're making lamb, you want to serve it as rare as you can tolerate.
Yeah, I like it on the rare side, particularly to cut this lean. So I would serve this rare to medium rare, just where it's warm inside, and it really brings out the flavor. Then you get a little bit of this crispy fat on top. It brings it all together.
So Dino, we got a little under a minute left. Can we plate this guy up?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So I'm gonna take a little bit more of that puree and put it right on the plate.
Make it look pretty.
Make it look
See,
pretty.
that's what my dishes at home are missing.
I'm gonna take a little bit of these FAVAs with that puree. I'm just gonna.
And that's like a through ingredient now because you have it on the bottom, then you have it in the beans too.
Yeah, so it's gonna add to. We tried to really, really lightly smoke those onions so that it's not overpowering. Sometimes, if you ever have a smoked dish, it just could be way over the top and destroy your palate, and then you don't want that.
Man, it's plated so simply, but it's elegant at the same time. That's what I like. It's something that you could do at home, but that's why you go.
Yeah.
That's why you go to the Lord Jeff and 30Boltwood.
So this guy's gonna be on the rare side.
Oh yeah.
So put that right there.
And now, what are you gonna
garnish with a little bit of pea greens? So springtime, we've got English peas starting to pop, and the tendrils and their leaves are super delicious. And there you go. Super simple.
Dino, it looks great. You're using
you.
what's around you, and I love that. And you can enjoy all that spring has to offer in the heart of Amherst at the Lord Jeffery Inn, and you can always learn more about them and the 30Boltwood Inn by visiting lordjeffreyinn.com.